Guys, this video is for story number 14 in your comprehension notebook for reading. And again, this is story number 14. And this one is titled Stranded. So based on the picture and the title, you're going to go directly underneath and you're going to make your prediction underneath the picture. And you're going to make your prediction on what you think this story is going to be about. And we can tell a lot from the story and the picture. So what do you think it's going to be about? And now we're going to start reading, okay? It had been 3 days and we were starting to feel helpless. We had already used most of our resources and knew that if anyone was to come and look for us, it would take them weeks to find us. It was a relief that Andrew was starting to feel better after being dehydrated. We were all happy to have started a fire so that we could now drink clean water. I decided it was time to start searching the island for food and resources. I knew I wasn't the group leader, but I was going to take charge. Paragraph 2. When I told Max I would head out east toward the beaches, he said I was making a big mistake and that we all needed to stay together. I disagreed with him and told him that we eventually needed to search the island to see what we could use if anyone else occupied this land that could help us call for rescue. Jamie and Shannon went with me to search. We walked about 3 miles and started to hear a sound coming from a distance. We didn't want to get much closer because we thought it would be better to get others to help us. So we headed back and told the others. We agreed to return to the spot in the morning. That night, as I slept under the stars, I felt a sense of hope for the first time since being stranded. Ooh, I thought that was going to take a mysterious turn. Okay, so we're going to answer the questions directly under the prediction. And it says, what genre is this? What type of story is it? And then prove it. How do you know? Under that, what connections can you make with this story to text, self, or world? Now we're going to move on to the questions directly underneath the story, and there's just 3 of them. And remember, I need full sentences for this, okay? So give your answer and then always give a reason, your backup, your because. Because is the most important word in your vocabulary arsenal. So number 1, what does the word occupied in paragraph mean? So you would state this with occupied means or I think occupied means. And I'll go back and read the sentence that it's in. I disagreed with him and told him that we eventually needed to search the island to see what we could use or if anyone else occupied this land that could help us call for rescue. Or if anyone else occupied this land that could help us call for rescue. So that's the sentence that it is in. So based on that, what do you think it means? Or what do you already know that it means? Question number 2. What is the main idea of this story? Question number 3, why did the author write this story? To entertain us, inform us, or persuade us? Why did he write this? And remember, if you tell me one of the reasons, tell me how you know that. So let's say that you think this story was to persuade us, to convince us of something. Why? How do you know that? On the next page, we're going to answer the question directly underneath the picture. And it says, predictions. Was your prediction correct? Or was it not correct? Then answer your BME. What happened at the beginning? Important details that happened at the beginning. Important details that happened in the middle. And important details that happened at the end. And in this article, it's pretty easy because it's split up into 3 paragraphs. So first, just tell me what happened in the first paragraph. Tell me what happened in the second paragraph and then the third paragraph. It's pretty easy when it's divided up this way. They're literally telling you just go back to those paragraphs and give me a 1-sentence description of what happened. And then your last one, your writing core, and this requires at least 4 to 5 sentences. What survival tools would you need if you were stranded? And be realistic when you think about this, okay? Don't think to yourself, oh, I want the lady that does my pedicures. Or I want Chipotle. Actually, Chipotle would be a really good idea. I take that back, rewind it. But think to yourself, what would you need to be able to survive on this island? Remember, they have no electricity. They obviously don't have running water. They don't even have clean water. They have to boil their water on a fire. What tools would you like to bring? And I want you to choose No more than 3. And when you write about them, you can't just write your sentences, I would bring a knife, I would bring firewood, I would bring a lighter. You write what you would bring and then tell me why you would bring that. So let's say that one of your items is a lighter. I would bring a lighter because I don't know how to start a fire. Duh. I would bring a knife so that I can cut out fruit, or I could kill an animal if I had to. Oh God, a fish, maybe a fish. I think I can gut a fish, not an animal. But tell me what you would bring and why you would bring it. I do not want 5 separate sentences of you telling me what you would bring. You can tell me up to 3 things you would like to bring, and then you must tell me why you would bring them and how you would use that tool to help you survive, okay? I obviously cannot bring an entire Chipotle staff with me. I wish. All right, I hope this video was helpful, and look out for the next video.